Well, Anthony Albanese announced on Sky News yesterday that his announcement on a referendum date on an Indigenous Voice to Parliament was a way off, indicating he might announce the date in early September for a referendum in mid-October.
The date will be between October and December. I don't plan to announce the date at Gama because that's just in a couple of weeks, and there needs to be at least 33 days' notice of the referendum campaign. But there certainly doesn't need to be that very long campaign. And once the date's announced, then it will be the campaign on in earnest.
But it does feel like a bit of a kick-off to the campaign today with the release of the yes and no pamphlets for the Voice referendum. There's already been a complaint about the no pamphlet. Constitutional lawyer Greg Craven claims he asked for his quote on the Voice to be withdrawn or put in context.
The message to Dutton was twofold. One was that I thought it would be misleading to use me. The second was it needed to be attributed. Now, from what I've seen of that pamphlet, it's attributed in the sense that it says, oh, Greg Craven, yes, supporter. That's the sort of attribution you get in the 47th line of fine print in an insurance contract that actually says you're not insured. It actually takes more than the odd reference to which side you're on to make it clear to people, why am I in there? It's to give the impression that I'm a constitutional lawyer opposed to the Voice because of fundamental constitutional problems.
Interview with Mr Craven shortly. The opposition leader's office, Peter Dutton's office, disputes his version of events, arguing he was okay to be quoted as long as he was called a Voice supporter. He disputes that. The no pamphlet says, quote, in the words of a constitutional law professor who supports the Voice, I think it's fatally flawed because what it does is retain the full range of review of executive action. This means the Voice can comment on everything from submarines to parking tickets. We will have regular judicial interventions. We have the opposition's Indigenous Affairs spokeswoman Jacinta Price later on in the program. She says she would cop a constitutional recognition referendum and a separate legislated regional voice, but not this voice enshrined in the Constitution.
Look, I think the government would be wise to go ahead with constitutional recognition as part of this referendum and drop the Voice from being constitutionally enshrined and start off with a regional voice model that is legislated to demonstrate whether it could work or not. I think that's what needs to happen going forward. That's something that I'd be happy to support at this stage.
And the PM yesterday continued a line that the government believes will be effective against Peter Dutton if this referendum fails, that he is a Tony Abbott-style wrecker.
Peter Dutton is just full of relentless negativity. It doesn't matter what it is. It is from the Tony Abbott playbook, and I think that Australians want something better.